to the Tandie Jacobs Born2Differ show. I am super excited about this episode, and I cannot wait to introduce my next guests. As you know, you're always seeing me sitting here in front, but there's always other people who are working behind the scenes. Now today, I have decided that the behind the scenes needs to come on the scene. So ladies and gentlemen, I am so proud and excited to introduce the people who are behind all this, and they are called Zim Inspired. And part of the team today, in joining me, is the lovely Taffy Chinambiri and Titan. What's
Jabulonkomo is fine.
I wanted to know you as Titan. What is your surname?
A lot of people actually say I look like him, but yeah, it's fine. I think I can take that today. I heard he's famous.
Who's that?
Titan.
Oh. I know. Okay, fair enough. But I think because you've got a lot of names that you put on social media, isn't it? There's Soko something.
It's not a lot really. It's Coco.
Coco.
Skok.
Ko.
Skok.
Skoko.
Exactly.
Skoko. Okay.
You have to do it.
Skoko.
Yeah.
Hey.
Is
this the Ndebele kind of side of things? Skoko.
Yeah. It's a Titan way of saying it.
Okay.
You have to say Skok.
Skoko. Okay. Well, I'm proud to have you guys on the set, and I do know that there are other people who are not here because right now they're kind of working with the cameras. They have to do that.
Of course.
So please, Taffy, Titan, welcome to the show.
Thank you for having us.
Thank you very much. It feels weird to be here.
I know.
To be on the scene.
I know. All dressed up and everything. Oh, you guys
we
are
tried.
lovely.
Well,
we thought of coming with our uniform and
no.
No, he's like, no. I had said uniform and he said no.
Yeah, no, it wouldn't go.
Yeah. So.
Yeah. Okay, so who is Zim Inspired? I think that's what everybody wants to know. Who is Zim Inspired?
Zim Inspired.
Zim Inspired is a collection of 4 people. Started a company. They specialize, or rather we specialize, in different fields of creativity. Mm-hmm. So there's the culinary art side, film and animation, photography, event planning, event production, event management. There's entertainment, music, performances. There's brand design and, brand management as well. So we're pretty much a one-stop shop for anyone who wants their dreams to come true. So in short,
their dreams to come true.
Exactly. So in short, we're a social enterprise that focuses on brand building.
And you want to raise the bar.
And you want to raise the bar.
Standard.
I like that. Okay, so you said we, because I'm quite keen on the other names being mentioned. Who are they?
So there's myself.
Yes, Taffy.
There's Njabola, my business partner. There's Cosmos, business partner, and there's Clive, Jumeirah, business partner. So it's 4 of us.
4 of you. Okay, lovely. So how did you guys get to come together? I mean, you are quite different in your own specialities, all right? I know you, Taffy, you specialize a lot in event management. You and I first met at a wedding.
Yes. And I thought she's the best MC ever that I've worked with. And I remember I told you this several times.
You did. No, thank you. I'm humbled by that. We did meet at an event and you were running around and even made my life much easier, having a coordinator and a planner running all over the place and making sure that things were flowing.
Yeah.
So, I mean, with your specialities and your, when first of all, when did you start doing event planning?
Oof. I'll probably say must be 12 years ago. 12 years ago when I started uni, because I used to work at a hotel.
Have you always wanted to do things like that?
Yes.
Okay.
Always, because since growing up, for me it was just to serve people, and that's my motto. That's our motto. We serve you as a client. That's what we focus on. So it's already been in me. And then to answer your question about how we met, I think the connection. Like I'm an event planner, I'm a networker, so I think that's how we all connected together. You go to events, you meet a photographer. You go to another event, you meet the same Clive all the time.
Basically, we just meet at the same place all the time. Like if there's a wedding or there's an event, pretty much those particular clients would book the same people.
Yeah.
It was a coincidence.
Okay.
But we over the years though, some of us have known each other differently, and we just thought, might as well, let's create something that pushes the culture of Zimbabwean excellence.
That's unique.
Yeah.
All right, I like that. We're going to take a quick break, but when we come back, I would like to know more about how you guys, because you're all different, like you said earlier, but how you guys get to work together, mingle, and mix it all, and be able to execute what you actually want to do. Yeah? We'll be right back. The Tandie Jacobs Born2Differ show, and as I said earlier, I am joined by Zim Inspired, who are the production team executing a lot of things and making sure that when I come out, I look on point. Is that not right?
that exactly is it.
I look on point. So all the credit, and as much as I might like to take all the credit, I think you guys do a lot of everything, making sure that everything is just as it's supposed to be.
It's all you, Tandie.
You make it easy.
Oh, well, thank you. Okay, so tell me something. You are all different in what you do. You have your own gifts, you have your own talent. Titan, if people are to see, they'll be thinking Titan sings. So what?
Yeah, it happens a lot.
Yeah, so I mean, how then as a team are you going to, people will assume you go there and you're going to be singing. How then did you guys get to be able to bring out and work together as this team and with your all different expertise?
To be fair, when everybody else contacts me for Titan to sing, and then they're now asking who can do my banner, I'm looking for this, and I'm like, don't worry, I'll get Jabulo to give you a call so that you can explain exactly what you want. What you're like, Jabulo does banners. I'm like, yes, he's not just a singer. Like,
right.
Yeah, he's a designer, so people actually
don't know. I did this. In case you didn't know.
Yes, he is the man behind all this and all that. He definitely is. He is.
If I do say so myself.
I mean, which is great because I think not many people know that. You are most famously with regards to music, and you, for example, yourself, you've event planning and all that. Sometimes people can wonder how this actually comes together. Then you have Clive, who does, is it Food and Guest as well?
Yes.
I mean, I must be honest, the first time when I saw him as part of the team, I said, but is he coming to cook? Is he, that is what the first thing, because
you were not wrong. He was coming to cook ideas.
Exactly.
He's one of the creative directors. Yeah.
One of the creative directors. And then of course you then have Cosmos, who is the man who knows
behind the camera,
behind the scenes right now, and make sure that it's the wrong lens. You get the right lens, and which to me doesn't make much of a difference, but I'm sure he knows. So how did you guys get to then be able to decide, okay, we're going to do this as a group, we're going to do this as a team and work together? Because I mean, it's amazing what you have done, and not a lot of people have done that. So how did you come together and decide that this is what you want to do as a team?
Basically, we were sick and tired of being sick and tired. I think the team had been working for different companies and gained experience over the years and all that. And we thought, you know what? I feel like a lot of people are in a scene where they feel it's a competition, yet it's not. And our main aim, even when we were starting, was we would like to create a platform for a lot of service providers, not just us, a lot of people to come together and manage to create competition amongst ourselves, but at the same time raise the Zim banner, so that a lot of people, especially here in the UK where we're starting, actually know that there's a lot of Zimbabwean creatives and service providers, especially in events and production and brand management, all those things we spoke about, who are actually doing stuff. Because sometimes we're always surprised when we now see someone on CNN or on BBC or on Sky News, and we're like, we didn't know that person. but that person has been around for a while.
For a while.
And our main aim is to share, well, not the limelight, but to share the blessings that we have here, because we get a lot of work and sometimes we can't do it.
But then you said to raise the flag or the banner for Zimbabwe. So are you only, the fact that you're called Zim Inspired, are you only looking at Zimbabweans? Is that your target? That you're only focusing and looking at Zimbabweans alone?
We're looking to sell Zimbabwe and what it has to the world. So it's, we're not working from the outside in, we're working from the inside out.
Right.
Yes, we're trying to export services than import.
All right. So tell me something. What kind of challenges have you faced ever since you decided to come as a group? Right? Because if someone out there is watching and thinking, okay, you know what, I can connect with 3 other people and we can be able to form our own thing, having been inspired by what you guys are doing, inspired, right? What kind of challenges have you guys faced? 1, as a team, or 2, out there with people who are trying to book, hire, in terms of doing events and stuff like that? What challenges have you guys come across?
As a team, I think I would liken it to marriage.
Okay.
We all have our flaws. We all have our...
Can you give me an example?
Ooh.
I think if you're going to be...
we always argue, by the way,
Okay.
every time. But because...
We always sharpen each other.
Okay, then. Is that how you want to put it? We're sharpening each other.
Yeah.
That's what we're sharpening each other. Okay.
Which is true. But I think it actually brings us closer together, and because we all want to see ourselves growing and excelling, it helps because we all listen.
Because sometimes one may feel, is there ever a time where one may feel that I want to be more popularly known than the rest of the team, or I want to be this? How do you get to overcome that? Because sometimes when you see people start businesses and companies, and if they're different, when you find they don't progress or they don't grow, is because somewhere along the lines there's a little bit of selfishness that takes over.
I'll tell you something funny. Yeah, because it's 3 of us men.
Yeah.
And 1 fine lady.
Yes.
We don't want the limelight. We keep pushing her. So we said, you're the face of the company.
Okay.
Right? When it comes to anyone who approaches Zim Inspired, everyone has to know who to go to.
Okay.
She's literally our boss, to be honest.
Basically because I know how to speak to customers.
Yes, because
Yeah,
I mean,
and
you've
I'm
been doing
patient.
this for a very long time.
Exactly.
I think some of
So there's no competition, really.
There's no competition.
We don't mind. We're like, yo, do your
So
thing.
what would you then say, because I think it's something really important that people need to understand, what would you say to people who are starting any form of business as a team, as a group? What would you say to them, especially if they're young, in terms of coming together and being able to fulfill and achieve and become big in terms of working together?
This is what I believe. You just need to respect each other. That's all.
Yeah.
Okay.
And the rest will fall into place. The reason why I said we sharpen each other is we can reprimand each other without any hard feelings involved. I'll be like, yo, you messed up. Let's fix this next time. This should never happen again. No one's afraid of telling someone off in case, people feel like, this person doesn't like me. We know we like each other, but we tell each other off anyway.
But business is business. We've
Yeah,
got
it
to
is
be
business.
able, because if one makes a mistake, it affects
It's the
everyone.
whole team.
Yeah.
It's the whole team. And it's good to actually know your vision, what it is. That will then keep you motivated and helping each other up as well. So it's not just about just coming together to please the customer. How are you going to do that?
Yeah. So what about challenges that you have faced outside? I mean, that was a very good response, and thank you very much, especially about respecting each other. So when you're starting a business, you need to be able to learn respect and be mature. I think sometimes it lacks in people. But what kind of challenges have you faced with the public then, when you are hired for events, and sometimes people, because I think someone is to think, okay, maybe I don't want the whole package. I don't want the whole of Zim Inspired. I want one thing. Have you? Is that something that you guys deliver, Or have you faced challenges when someone takes Zim Inspired and then later on wants to bring in other people? What kind of challenges have you guys faced as a team?
The funny thing is, once you book one of us, you're booking the whole team. Whether you just want Taffy at the event, Taffy will bounce off these people's ideas in the meeting, in the groups, when we're having our consultations. So you are basically having the best of 4 of us.
Okay.
So even if you want just one person, it's fine.
Yeah, and the beauty of it is we all manage to train each other in each person's job. So
Taffy, do you sing?
She knows how to manage me. There's specific things that we will give people because
I was going to ask if you're releasing an album soon or anything like that. And we train each other. Let's be
perhaps Mukoko only. It's fine. We'll not go beyond that. But to be honest, as far as even filming is concerned, we do workshops. Okay. We get workshops from Cosmo. Where he teaches us a lot of things. It's a lot of training that we go through. Brands, the event management. We get a lot of training from Taffy as well. Our chef Clive cooks a lot for us.
A lot.
And we get to taste amazing things, and you kind of know what will please one's palate at an event. What's ideal for this? What's not ideal for this? In fact, we've worked to an extent that even when Taffy handles stuff, she doesn't have to come to us and say, so how much would this be? Or what if she just knows offhand because she now has been part of the process of how we work.
Yeah. Okay.
So it's been great. We've learned a lot. We keep teaching each other every day, and
which is great. But I think I would really like to know what kind of challenges you face in terms of when you go out there and you're doing events, in terms of with people, when you have an event that has been booked, that has been planned as a group, as a team. Have you ever faced any challenges, or has it always been really quite smooth sailing with people when they have booked you, whether they're Zimbabweans or not Zimbabweans, non-Zimbabweans, or most especially with non-Zimbabweans who may not understand how you work? So what kind of challenges have you guys faced?
I don't think there's a lot, but the only thing, because it's we've come out of a community. You understand that some people have history. Yeah. The person wants to work with Zim Inspired, but doesn't want to work with Titan.
Okay.
You see what I mean?
Yeah.
So we tweak that. If that's the case, I don't have to be there. That's the situation. You know what I mean?
But then that's why I was saying you would still be working with Titan behind the scenes, because if I want to deliver the best design, he will have to do it.
A lot of people
I can't get anybody else
that I might have not got along with don't even know that I've done a lot of their projects.
Yeah.
I think people just know
their money has still come my way, which is great. It's alright. That's
you don't want to see me. That's fine.
Like, give me your money.
And the good thing is, we all understand.
Yeah.
We all get it. It will be like, Taffy, this person doesn't want to work with you. That's fine. But here's what we're going to do. We're still going to deliver an excellent event for them.
Wow, that's lovely. And on that note, we're going to take a quick break. We'll be back. Obviously, when you work as a team, sometimes people can be picky on who they want and stuff like that. So what then would one do if you want Titan, you're the one at the other end of the phone, and someone insists that I don't want to speak to you, because this is a team now that you're working. And I know earlier on you spoke about respect, you talk about how we teamwork, we build each other up. And if someone on the other end of the phone call says, actually, I don't want to speak to this person, I just want to speak to you, whether it's you, Taffy, or Titan, or Cosmos, how then do you handle that? How then do you deal with that kind of customer service and know that, okay, because you still want the business at the end of the day, but the person is being very picky about not wanting to deal with this person, I want that one. How then do you handle that?
Remember when I said we trained each other at everyone's job.
Yeah.
So in that point, I just have to take it for the team. I'll be like, you know what? Let me deal with it. Because we lose nothing. It's still, work it in. We enjoy our work. And would rather do it than not do it.
Yeah.
But if it comes to like an extreme where they're like, Tyson! It can't.
Yeah, it can.
So, yeah.
I mean, I'll be honest with you. I'll be honest as well. When I first started working with you guys, and when I first started working with recording and having my guests coming, I had the first couple ones. I had to kind of tell them that Zim Inspired, it consists of Taffy, Cosmos, Titan, and Clive. Who? Titan, the singer. But as time went on, I think it's something that I had to do at the beginning. But as I've progressed, I don't do that anymore. One of the reasons being I've worked with you guys for a very long time. You're very professional. You know what you're doing. Whether people are coming, you're coming to my show. You're not coming to see Zim Inspired. I just say Zim Inspired is the production team. They're the ones who are doing everything. You don't need to know each and every one person individually. And as time has gone on, I've realized even when my guests come, they are even more when they see.
They want to see more than us.
Exactly, but even still, don't get too no.
Give me my flowers.
No, let's not get too excited now. No. But it's one of those where you find that these people, they're very professional. They know what they're doing. They know their stuff, and they were trained to do it. So I think, which is absolutely great. So as a team, where do you guys see yourself? You said you are working from inside going out, yeah. And right now, you're not only working with Zimbabweans. Can you tell us maybe of other nationalities or things that you have done in terms of the events? Because you talked about music, they're doing music recording, weddings. But what other areas? Can you just give us a few other examples of things that you have done?
Oh, we've got favorites. We've got an exciting kids show called Tida na Tipa.
Oh yes, I've watched that.
Yeah. It's got like folk stories from Zimbabwe and also songs, especially the songs are nice.
Yes, they are really good.
Great writing.
Kids get to learn Shona.
So it helps kids get to learn Shona. Like all our kids were born here, so for them to easily catch on to the language as well, besides us talking at home, is through music. Obviously I'm biased. Music is amazing. Then we've got other things that we work on. We have projects. We consult and handle projects for other clients who want to launch. We deal with a lot of startups. Our biggest clientele when it comes to branding and startups is the healthcare industry. Zimbabweans like starting care agencies. Actually, they now call them care companies.
Okay.
So we have that as well. Then we like filming shows like yours.
Yes, of course.
That are fun. That are actually fun. They don't feel like work.
No, not at all.
So yeah.
No.
Okay. Yeah. Now, with all this that you've mentioned, a lot of music videos and stuff like that, how has COVID had an impact on Zim Inspired in what you do, in the work that you do, and how you carry out? How has COVID had an impact to you guys?
I think it's mainly impacted events, like the big events, the weddings and all that stuff. But in terms of designing, photo shoots, I think we've excelled.
Yeah, events hurt her because so we anything that involves crowds, like events, that has really killed us. To be honest, we always had a lot of events from a while back, especially weddings. Like I remember having a conversation with Cosmo, and he was like,
"About getting married?"
No. What? Really? Did I miss that one? Well,
okay.
Could never be me. But he was like, I really need to cut down on weddings, and he stopped immediately. He was like, I'm just gonna take 4 weddings a year.
I know.
Really?
And that's what he did. And it's like,
is it because he was on demand?
Oh,
is it because he was
at least 3-4 weddings a weekend?
You know, when you get a call and they're like, you're like, who can I send now? Because you know,
hence the need to expand. Like I said, the idea is not about 4 of us, it's about having everyone else eat from the pie or cake or salsa, depending on your palate.
I mean, I must be honest, especially now that you've mentioned with regards to Cosmos and him cutting down on weddings. The first time I've seen a video that he did, and when I watched it, I was quite impressed. And I've been in an MC at an event where he was taking pictures, and he was really, really good. And I remember the first time because I always ask when I'm emceeing the camera the name so that I can announce who they are and stuff like that. And when he told me his name, I was like, I'm sorry, what? It's like Cosmos. I'm like, come on. I didn't know what that meant. You know, I didn't know. It's not a name it's not a very common name.
Yeah, it sounds like a superhero name, like Titan.
I wouldn't quite put it in a superhero name.
Think of a billboard. Cosmos. And the stars of the universe. There you
I
go.
thought maybe clothing, I think.
What are you wearing today, Tandie? I'm wearing Cosmos.
No, but you know what? No, it's I actually thought maybe that was the name of his brand, as in just him, as in marketing himself.
Well,
I didn't actually realize that was his actual name.
Well, his actual name is Cosmos Chinoya.
Cosmos.
So when we say
Cosmo, just say it, Cosmo.
No. I'm not gonna do that. Okay, whichever way I call him, it's fine.
Do it with your call center voice. Your call center voice.
No, I'm not doing that. Okay, you're teaching me how to. This is what you do when you're singing, isn't it?
Yeah.
There's a lady who calls. I know there's a lady who actually says, she doesn't say his name is Titan, she says Titana.
Oh, Titan.
I get a lot of that.
He's got a lot of names.
But
we call him a lot of
anyway.
names. So he's used to it. Titana, will add that to the list.
Titan.
Titan. Wow, that's interesting. Okay, so, I mean, you've spoken a lot about other things and in terms of the Zimbabwean side of things, but I want to know in terms of other nationalities that you have worked with, and in what area have you guys worked with them?
She's been globetrotting more than us.
Yeah.
A lot of corporates. We've worked with a lot of Indian communities.
Okay.
She was nominated for an award.
Oh, yeah, by the way,
she forgets,
I forget
an event award.
Right. Yeah. Oh, fantastic!
In the Indian circles as well.
Thank you.
You were recently in South Africa
For a wedding.
For a wedding.
All right. So you went to South Africa for a wedding.
She plans that.
Planner?
Yeah.
Fantastic.
Yep.
So do you?
So basically, I'm the connector.
Okay.
I meet with a lot of people at different events. Whether it's business networking events, whether it's at weddings, whether it's anything, that's where we get to connect with people. And then from then onwards, they're like, oh, we've met these people, this production company, they do this. At the moment, we're actually involved with a company called AFBC, African Business Chamber, which is based in Birmingham.
Members.
Yes,
members.
we're members of that. So there's a lot of African businesses in there from all over Africa who are actually based here, and some in Africa as well. So it's that's how we connect with different people.
Yeah, we've done a project with Tongai Cherisa for we animated his music video. Cosmo did it.
Cosmo did it. Well done, Cosmo.
He's an animator. So yeah.
Okay, so we can't really pinpoint to say this is who we've worked with,
we work with different people
that we've worked with. We've worked with a lot of them.
But in terms of if people call you, you do travel abroad as well.
Yes, we do that.
We do.
You also travel abroad whenever
when I'm going to sing.
When you're going to sing.
Yeah, like different countries as well.
Okay. You mentioned that as Black people, being in the UK, Zim Inspired, have you ever come across any challenges trying to penetrate the industry or the market?
Yeah, it's not easy. We are based in Birmingham mainly, so it's a multicultural environment.
Okay.
So these different communities really guard their space jealously.
Okay.
So you find, like, particularly maybe the Indian community, like, they're gonna obviously get an Indian event planner because they assume that they understand, you know, the culture and what this means and all that. So imagine trying to get into that market, to do that, or trying to run a Nigerian, you know, event. You have to understand the customs as well. You know what I mean? So
I think for me, when they hear that I am an event planner and I've worked with Hilton as well, where I've been in contact with different events, I got to learn and understand.
Names now,
I got to learn and understand different cultures. So for me, running an Asian event, it's easy for me. It's at the back of my hands because I have been doing that. Come to probably a Nigerian wedding, I've done Nigerian events. It's easy. And now that we're members of this African Business Chamber, we are talking to different people from different cultures. So we learn from them. So it's
international.
Yes. So it's not a problem to work with any culture at all.
Okay, fantastic. Well, you know what, I believe and I know that you guys are doing an amazing job, and well done for that. You have gone through a lot even to be here where you guys are on my show. You know, you've gone through
This is weird.
No, but weird. I mean
can we just switch it and just interview her?
This is the hardest interview I've ever had.
My god.
Bear in mind, I do a lot of interviews.
How is this the hardest interview ever? This is the most relaxed, comfortable.
I'm used to savvy chats. I'm used
because in my head I'm trying to produce.
Right. You're thinking, how is this gonna be producing?
Instead of just be there to talk to you.
Exactly, and relax.
Yeah.
Is that okay? All right.
Except COVID happened.
We're gonna take a quick break.
COVID happened.
Oh, COVID.
We're gonna take a quick break, and when we come back, we would like to know what the future is for Zim Inspired. See you soon. Again to the Tandie Jacobs Born2Differ show with Zim Inspired here, Titan and Taffy Chinembiri. So what is the future for Zim Inspired? What do you guys wish to achieve, you know, as a group, as a team?
So like what Titan mentioned earlier, we want everybody else to eat from the same cake.
Okay.
We are there to actually have more people on the team. Mm-hmm. We actually help them to actually achieve or even to start their own businesses. Now
you say have more people in the team. Are you opening up? Are you enrolling?
Not
are they vacancies?
As such. I'm probably from event side of things. Okay. I can't have one photographer on the team because for one weekend I could have 4 weddings that want videographers. I've only got 1. So we're looking to actually have more on our database. So if there are actually people out there that want to start their own, that want to learn how we do it, they are welcome to give us a call and tell us we want to learn and we'll teach them.
Okay, I think you've lost me a little bit. Maybe I'll just ask you to explain that a little bit further or more, because there is an element of people are calling you to say we want their weddings, right? Mm-hmm. So they're calling Zim Inspired and we want weddings. Now you're saying there may be 4 or 10 weddings that in one particular day. Mm-hmm. Are you looking for other people who will be coming under Zim Inspired, or is it just saying other people who you as Cosmos, they say, since he's the main guy who takes the pictures and stuff, he has people who he knows who work cameras and they're calling him. What exactly are you saying?
Would we say under Zim Inspired?
They will be working under the Zim Inspired banner.
They're working under the Zim Inspired banner. Yes. Okay. Do you know?
But we are a conduit to services as well. Remember, we came together at the beginning. Weren't just individuals.
Yeah.
We literally created companies for ourselves that actually have employees.
Okay.
So each person has a team. So it's not really a difficult thing to take on jobs, even when there's a lot of them. So when it comes to me, even when it comes to design work and a number of, different clients, sometimes my design style might not be the particular one to take on. And then I get someone from my team to actually do it.
Okay. And I think also with what he's saying, because I've been with an event with you where we have worked together, and it's not just you who's running around, but I remember seeing quite a number of...
You've seen my team.
Of your people, team wearing the same outfits.
Yeah, with walkie-talkies and
Yes! Where are you? Behind the stage. I'm on stage right now.
I find it fascinating. It's like a movie. I'm like...
I know, it's really interesting, walkie-talkies. No, that's great. So do you guys do apprenticeships then? Have you got room for apprenticeships?
We have.
Yeah, we're taking on people bit by bit.
Definitely.
Because, we need to have the capacity for it. But now that we have space, it's been easier. We've been taking on a number of people.
When you say space, what do you mean?
We got a warehouse.
Oh!
Yeah.
Oh, fantastic!
Keto books, what's that?
It's right, you guys are going.
Yeah, with kids.
Okay. Oh, very nice. Congratulations.
Thank you very much.
Fantastic. That's fantastic.
It's been great because we've been growing over the years. I think when we started,
when did you start?
it's a lot of years. I think at least 5-6 years ago.
I think
But
we started working together without even realizing that
there were a lot of people involved in the beginning. Then I guess we sieved out a number of we tweaked it rather, and finally settled for a name that suits us, and rebranded that way.
Okay, very nice, very nice. Okay, so you now have a warehouse. So in terms of apprenticeships, what were you going to say with regards to that? How is it?
Oh yeah, because our job is practical.
Okay.
It's very practical. So when it comes to even design, or even when we shoot stuff, we have an editing suite, literally meaning a team of people as well who will edit. If it comes to content creation, we have that as well.
So holding different workshops.
Yeah, and when it comes to even design, literally sit down and teach how to lay out an event, why the fork should be on the left or whatever, what colors to use, and flower arrangements and all that. So you always need a place to learn from.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, you can't always do everything over Zoom.
No.
So
No.
So it's been
the
great.
workshop is then a place where you'll be able to carry out all these kind of trainings and all that. Oh, fantastic! That's amazing. No, congratulations. It's
Thank you. Thank you.
a big step. Zim Inspired.
We're so excited, weren't we?
Yeah. I feel like I live there.
So where can people find you guys?
Oh, we're global, aren't we?
You can find us online at ZimInspired UK. So it's ZimInspired UK on all platforms. So if you need us on YouTube, on Instagram,
Facebook.
or Facebook, Twitter, or just Google us. You'll find that.
Google.
Yeah, or ZimInspired. ZimInspired.com.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, but no, thank you so much, guys. It's been absolutely amazing having you guys here, and I think even for the audience to get to see a little bit about what you guys do and to hear what you guys do, I think that's great. So thank you so much for being part of the Tandie.
Please contact us immediately for work. We're not too busy for you if you have money.
And if they don't have money, I mean,
We're in business.
this is not a show to market yourself like that. This is not market yourself like that in my show. It's Titana.
You see, all he thinks about is selling and selling and
Honestly.
selling.
It's business.
Well done.
So ladies ladies and gentlemen, you've heard it all today from the Zim Inspired team. They are the team that is behind the scenes in terms of Tandie Jacobs' show. And I absolutely enjoy and love having them and working with them. It's been fantastic. This is the last episode for season 1. It's been absolutely great and I cannot wait for season 2. See you again soon. Bye.